Nerds, welcome to Powerful, the Power Metal Podcast, the podcast with the most powerful music and even more powerful opinions. I am your host, as usual, Fernando, and this time I don't have my usual co-host, Kyle. We have the triumphant return of Stella, our co-host that hasn't been on the show for a while, and we have a wonderful, wonderful guest with us, which is, if you could introduce yourself, our wonderful guest, for people that are just on audio and they have a surprise, I guess.
Sure thing. Hi, it's Adrian from Spires. Very happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming, Adrian. Thank you. I want to get out of the way that we are all very big fans of Spires here in general.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for joining us on the show. Kyle's a big fan of Spires. He wishes he was here, but instead you get me, and I haven't been on the show for like 6 years, so whatever.
This is going to be fun. Yeah, like scheduling conflicts didn't allow for Kyle to be here, but he will listen to this, and like everyone else is listening, and be jealous. Now,
hi Kyle. Sorry you couldn't make.
You're in spirit. We like to ask everybody who joins the show, what is your top 4 power metal bands? Symphonic
and it could be
is okay too.
Power/symphonic or / whatever you want. Power metal is a feeling here, but it has to be 4 bands.
4 bands. Oh man.
No pressure.
Okay, I don't know if they're in order, and I don't know if you would consider all of them exactly power metal, but I'll try. Okay, Camelot is an obvious choice.
Okay,
yeah. Wow, never would have guessed that one.
It's not purely power metal, but yeah, it's definitely in there. Really like anything that Alessandro Conti touches. I particularly really like this one album that he did with Luca Turilli's Rhapsody. Ascending to Infinity.
Ascending to Infinity. Yeah,
amazing album.
It's one of our favorites. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fast friends.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I feel like I also have to say Twilight Force, because we had such a beautiful tour with them, and like I didn't know their music as much until this tour, but every time I listen to them now, it gives me like the best feeling.
It's so nice, right? It's so like happy sounding.
Yeah. And I have to confess, before I joined the band, I really loved Avantasia. I still really love Avantasia, but I was for sure a fan.
It's okay. It's perfectly valid. It's perfectly valid. It's a great choice.
And then I got promoted to being part of it. So
you played with them. I mean, it's good that you like who you played with. Yeah.
Awesome.
For sure.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, like that. Those are great bands. And something that I think it's funny, like, how do you feel by the fact that you're in a power metal podcast and we're asking you about power metal, given what your band generally does? Like, is it weird to you? Like, we know a lot of power metal fans that love Spires. A lot of them went to Epic Fest to see you guys with all the other bands. Have you ever thought about that? Does it match your identity at all? Does it feel weird?
I mean, it would be incorrect to say that we don't play some power metal. I learned to sing certain styles because of power metal vocalists. Like, I wanted to sing like that because I have big feelings, and that was how I knew how to express. I mean, that I saw other people expressing these things, and they were in a power metal context, so it makes sense. I don't necessarily identify myself as a power metal musician, but I definitely walk and work in power metal circles, so I don't take it badly either, if that's what you're asking.
Great.
I absolutely feel like it's actually a bit weird. I feel like when I'm in the power metal world, I feel like the darkest, most disgusting thing. And when I'm in a more extreme metal world, I feel like the most like really la like melodic thing there. So
that is hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. No, that's great. It's good to know. It's something that we're thinking about, because like we all obviously latch onto the power metal side, but we like all the other elements that you guys use, the little black metal stuff or the heavier stuff, the jazzy stuff. Like we like everything, but
Nice.
it's always funny when we see people talking about, I love Dragon Force and Seven Spires and Twilight
And you're
Force.
like, what do they have in common? I don't know.
And
They have
nobody thinks
guitars.
about it too hard, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think like anthemic songs and melodies and certain vocals, that's absolutely a hallmark of power metal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that I really love about power metal. Also, like usually there are astounding musicians in power metal bands. I mean, you can't, in general, I would say you can't really, am I allowed to swear?
Yes,
Can I
you are.
say, okay.
I
feel like you can't really be a shitty musician
in
playing power metal, right?
Yeah, there's a skill floor you need to achieve, right?
Yeah, especially a vocalist floor as well. And also, commonly using symphonic elements, and there's a huge overlap with symphonic. And I think you might even be a lot of people's first experience with harsh vocals.
I've heard that more than
that's funny. Yeah,
it's kind of an honor, actually. I think I talked about this at one point. I really love hearing like, oh, you're the reason why I started exploring more extreme style of vocals or music. And also coming from the other side, like you guys are why I opened my mind to power metal and more melodic stuff. It's very cool. I'm a big believer in creating and consuming art without limits. So I love to see that like going out into the world in that way.
Yeah, I agree 100%. That's the best. Don't try to fit in your little box. Just
So you started your music, I guess, education at Berklee. What was it like, being a student there and being like a metal adjacent student there?
Yeah, good question. I started my education quite young. Started taking piano lessons when I was 5, I think. And I did 2 years. Like my last 2 years of high school, I was at basically a trade school. So I studied vocal performance and songwriting, artistic development. But Berklee was like very intense, academically as well, extremely intense. And, they were very open-minded too. So it's not like, I was kind of a black sheep, especially in my composition classes. I think I knew that symphonic metal was something that like one time in early like brass arrangements class, they were like, where did you last hear a brass section in a song? And I was like, Progenies of the Great Apocalypse by Dimmu Borgir. And they're like, hey, what are you talking about?
Let's go.
Or like, they're like, okay, take a song and make an arrangement of it for, I don't know, woodwinds and a string quartet. And so I made a version of The Paradox, which is like one of Spires' songs, a bit more on the black metal side. It was very like, not even jazz noir, it was just noir. But that was my kind of, I don't know, that was how I could show myself within those academic settings. And it was still very useful. Also, like I loved the songwriting courses there. It really helps me refine my approach to, I don't know, telling my stories or our stories in a way that was accessible for people, but still, like allowed them to reach from the depths of their heart, and not just like, oh, we're at the club and this person's looking hot, but like, damn, I met somebody and this was like, I never encountered, like my soul feels seen and I feel like it feels, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It seems like they allowed you to develop, like the technical aspects of songwriting without trying to suppress like you to a mold.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially the way that I built my degree, they have a course called Pro Music, which is you can choose courses from up to 3 different majors and kind of like build your own major, basically. Obviously, there's no course for being a symphonic metal artist, so I just
DIY.
Yeah. But the thing that was tough, I think, like at the same time, I'm really grateful for it. But there were not really like metal vocal teachers there. I studied opera actually I studied with an opera teacher for a few years while I was there. And ironically, this actually made me a better screamer because of the breathing technique and the way you have to raise your soft palate and stuff to make more room in the back so that blah, 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 nerd stuff.
I think in the 2000s, like opera and symphonic metal was all the rage anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
So that makes sense pipeline. To me.
Yeah. But I'm not really like, I don't consider myself a singer at all. Mm-hmm. If I had, like, maybe I would be closer to like theater roots. But even then it's like, I don't think that I have like the Broadway tone.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no. Which is fine for those people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you didn't develop in any of those styles. Obviously, you can use the tool sets that are mostly like, because like usually theater and opera are like the vocal styles that have a structure to learn to develop certain skills. Which when you're just saying, "Oh, I want to sing metal and rock," and you find a random teacher, it might be more inconsistent on what you develop, but getting those tools from that formal education and then using that to develop your own style makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that is basically what we did at Berklee. I think all of us. But they did have, like, within most majors, you have to enroll in ensemble per semester, and there was a metal ensemble.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that like a band, like you meet other instrumentalists and whatever?
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 guitar players, a drummer, a keyboardist, maybe a couple of vocalists, and we agree on songs to learn, and we practice them, and then at the end of the semester we play a show.
Cool.
Yeah, so that was cool. It was a good way to expose myself to different styles of metal. I was the one who brought in like the Avantasia song, and other people were like, we're gonna play I don't know, Periphery and Animal Leaders were like fucking huge.
Of course. Yeah, of course Animal Leader is going to be popular in Berklee.
Yeah, I guess in the States, you're going to get more of, I guess, what would you even call that? Like prog metal?
Yeah, like more brainy.
Style.
More...
Yeah. Instead of like the flowery Euro power stuff.
Yeah. And, you know, there's a certain type of great vocalist within those genres too.
Yes.
And it was very cool to learn how to deliver, like to develop those skills so that I could deliver that. And then I brought the skills home to Spires. And the same thing.
Like, intro to working collaboratively with other people as a band. Absolutely. Which you got a lot out of, considering you literally just came back from touring life. So you were in South America, all over the place. And then before that, on a series of European festivals. Yeah. So what were some of your favorite, like, you know, cities or memories that you visited on tour?
On this last, I mean, every show was magical, I have to say. Like, I can't say that about every tour that I've been on, but on this one, every single show was incredible. It was Spires' first time in Latin America, and I've been there with Avantasia, so I knew it was going to be super sick. But we got there, and it's totally different when you go there with your own art.
It's your show. Yeah. It's your music.
And it's not that like, oh, I want to be in the front all the time and I need all the not it at all, but it was like I'm singing the songs that are from my own darkness, and the people who are at the show and like working the shows are there for the same reason. It was something really, really special. And like it was our first time in Brazil. And I've been to Brazil many times with a few different projects, but this was like, again, something completely different. And I think they said we played the Wave stage, and I think somebody said it was the most attended show at that stage, either of the festival or the history. I don't know.
Bangers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
makes sense.
Super, super amazing. And people were singing the words. It wasn't just like...
That's awesome.
There's actual fans. There's actual fans.
It must be so special to have people know your lyrics.
Yeah. Like at the end, I'm like, join the lost souls. And then everyone's like, in my almost town. And we were like, what? You know where? Wow. So that was extremely special. And then, of course, we were on tour with Roy, which is like a dream come true for me. And just to hear him sing these old Camelot songs and to see that he
that was so special. We were at Epic Fest in Denmark to watch Roy. And it was just so, like, we've heard the Camelot songs before, but just to hear them again, like, I never thought it would happen, but it was very special.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why, like, every show was so memorable and special. It was always great with Spires, and then to have the icing on top of we get to play another show with this fucking guy.
Yeah, you were doing his backing vocals. You were Simone and Sharath. I can't pronounce tonight. And then your band was like basically his band. So this is obviously a dream come true collaboration.
Yeah. How
did this like relationship with Roy Khan start? It's kind of wild. Must be wild for like a fan.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. A few years ago when we were working on our third album, Gods of Debauchery, we had the song This God Is Dead, and I was like, man, I sure know a guy who would be great to sing a song, and I don't know how to contact him, and I've never talked to him before, but Sasha, do you know how, like, do you have this guy's email or anything? And he's like, yeah, I mean, it's a very old email. I don't know if it's going to work, but you sure can try. And so
it's probably like at hotmail.com or something like that. Ancient domain.
And so the subject was like from a friend of Sasha Fayette's, because I'm like,
it's just so nice of him. Yeah.
No, I said this to him, and I was, because it's like,
oh, you emailed directly. You're like,
hey. Yeah. I'm a big believer in like just send a fucking email.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to open an email from a random ass stranger, or are you going to open an email from somebody that you know from long ago? So
sure.
I was like, dear Mr. Khan, sir.
Dear Mr. Khan.
How are you? I don't even remember what I said, but I was basically like, I have the song. By the way, I know Sasha, blah, blah, blah. And that's how I got your email. I hope you don't mind. I don't want to be weird. You have the song, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, I covered Forever a long time ago. I hope you don't think it's weird. Anyway, all the best, Adrian. Then I sent the email and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sweating just thinking about it. Like, shit.
Or talking about like only my favorite metal singer, period. So less than 24 hours later, I was in the kitchen talking to my mom, and I got an email back. And I was like, oh my God, Mom, he wrote back. And he was like, hey, cool surprise. I actually already know who you are. Send me the song, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God.
So that's how it started.
Knew.
I know, I was dying. And so
you probably heard Emerald Seas, and he's like, this sounds like, he sounds like Camelot.
No, he said he was watching something from Masters of Ceremony because he was curious what Sasha was up to. And I'm also the singer of Sasha's band, Masters of Ceremony.
Yeah.
And he said something like, you're a great vocalist or something. And I was like, oh my God, he thinks I'm a good vocalist.
Oh my God, Roy Khan thinks I'm a great vocalist.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. And so we played Prog Power after the album Gods of Debauchery came out, and he sang Who's Got Us Dead with us. And then I sang some stuff.
Yeah, we were there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. There was some.
We knew what happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how that started. And then a bunch of us hung out after the shows, and it was, I don't know, we just like, we all really vibed well together. And I think we have the same approach to artistry of like, it's just a necessity in life, and we need it the same way we need to eat and breathe. Yeah. And then last year I was playing bangers with Avantasia, and my college buddy Kaio, who we went to Berklee together, hit me up, and he was like, hey, come to the artist village area. So I went there and I was like, so good to see you after so many years, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm working on this show with Edu Fulaski, and Roy's going to be there with an orchestra, and you should really come. It's going to be super cool. And so I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'm on tour, blah, blah, blah. Why was I talking about this?
I'm moving that to the top of my list.
Yeah, this is fucking stupid. Why was that? Anyway, so at some point I was like, you know what? I better just fucking go, because when am I going to see Roy with an orchestra? This is super special. And so I like flew to Brazil on miles, because I have like a shit ton of miles on United. And I stayed
Nice.
at Kaio's place. But before that, Kaio called me and he's like, hey, I just heard that I'm going to be in a writing session with Roy like before, and it's going to be when you're there. So it's super cool. Maybe you can tag along. So I tagged along. And the writing session went great.
Magical. This is magical.
It was kind of magical, yeah. And then we were like listening to some of the songs that we were going to perform like in a couple of days. One of them was Abandoned, and like we just were sitting around the table, like the three of us, and Roy and I were like singing it, and we were both like, "Whoa,
that's fun."
This is so good. This is a great story. I love it. I love every second.
Yeah. I think he said like I didn't know it could sound like that, and I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?"
I want to hear that version.
Yeah, well, if the mics sometimes work, I don't know how it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we did the show and it was a great time. And he was like, wow, it was so much fun. I hope we can do it again. We stayed a couple more days in Sao Paulo and worked on the new record with Kaio and blah, blah, blah. And then we were like, man, we should do something. And
let's keep this going kind of vibe.
Planning like his solo shows. And I was like, if you want me to be there, it would also be convenient if you didn't have to have a different band on every continent.
Well, what do you know? I have a band.
Yeah, and so
they're really good.
Yeah, that was a long story, but that's it. Just like I think we were just everybody involved was happy and wanted to continue that, and here we are.
That's super cool. He seems
it's
like
awesome.
such a nice. He seems so happy to be. Like, first off, the fact that he's like back performing is really cool in itself, and he just seemed to be like really thrilled to be doing his solo stuff.
Yeah. So seeing him at the Epic Fest show was like, oh, this guy loves what he's doing every second, and we do too.
That was one of my favorite parts of the whole tour, was just like singing and like watching him glow. Yeah, like he has such intense, like angry looking faces.
Yeah, and then his banter was so cute. He's like, I know this guy understood the assignment. Like these are all 100%, like old millennial Camelot fans.
Yeah, yeah. The little sparkle, like in his face. You can just see he's super happy. Yeah,
adorable.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great. And it's great to see. Like it makes perfect sense. Just become his backing band. Everyone wins. Absolutely, everyone wins. This is incredible. This is a great time to be alive.
It also made all of us super happy. Like all of the photos from the tour, like every single band member, we're all like, yeah, having a blast. So it was great. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. There is only we have one little small complaint about all the shows that Spires do, which is that we mentioned our co-host Kyle, who's not here. He's seen you 5 times. He has tickets for 2 more shows.
Soon to be 7.
He's gonna be 7. He's gonna reach the golden number.
Like all the Spires.
He has never heard on Map Darkness.
Really?
Yeah. He's very unlucky because I have at the Buenos Aires show, and the guys had at other shows, and he's like, oh man, it's like every time Kyle goes, there's no one Map Darkness. So we need to try to fix that in the future. I don't even know what shows he's going to, but
he's going to
the curse is broken.
The US festivals, Mad with Power
and Prog Power
and Prog Power.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta check some things. I don't know if he'll be disappointed or not, but I gotta check.
It's funny if he keeps not getting it as well. So
that would also be funny. So feel free to design your set list however you wish.
If you have to specifically cross it out so that people see the set list and it's like we did not play it because Kyle was here, that's also good. That's fine.
Yeah, that's also fine. Yeah.
It's the Torture Kyle hour now.
This episode is dedicated to Kyle.
Yeah, specifically. Because he couldn't be here because he went to Disney World.
Land.
Having fun without us.
I heard land is a different place.
That's true.
Well, man, and that's...
unbelievable.
That's it. I gotta say, I'm Up Darkness is great live. I loved it. That Buenos Aires show was great.
She's rubbing it in.
Yeah. No, it's worth saying. It's worth saying. It was a great show. And I'm happy that you guys enjoyed all the South American shows, because I always tell everyone that they are the best shows.
They are.
They should know it. They should know it.
So what is the South American crowd versus the like European crowd? Like, do you get a different vibe from them, or?
Definitely, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's like something to do with South American culture in general versus European culture. I don't know if it's maybe to do with the number of shows that happen. Like, for example, I was in Colombia with Avantasia last year, I think. And somebody who was working the show told me that it's like unusual for European bands to go to Colombia. And so like part of the like insane passion is like, oh my God, we're so happy that you're here.
Yeah.
In general, period.
Wow.
So maybe there's some of that. But like, I really feel like Latin American audiences in general are just so passionate. And it's not to say that European audiences aren't passionate, but I feel like it's shown in a different way. Also different from how American audiences, for example, show their enthusiasm. Obviously, we're all here for the haze and the moshing and the like singing along and stuff. But as a front person playing in South America, the fans make it very easy.
It must be so satisfying. You're like, yes.
It's really something. It's really its own thing, I have to say.
Yeah,
in a very beautiful way.
That's what I say all the time. So now all our dear listeners, you know that I'm not making it up. It's not just me saying it as an audience, as a proud South American audience member. It is like this, and anyone that can, you should just come to shows here. Just travel.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. We love it. We love singing along and doing the whole thing. It's great.
Carrying your big flags.
Oh my gosh, Adrian Chile flag. That
what?
Yeah, that makes sense.
We met at the airport, and I was like, "Oh, what? Me?
You're a flag."
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I thought this is like something that people make for big artists, and they really made us feel like we mattered a lot.
Oh, because you do. You should know that you guys are in that. Like we've been listening to your music for a long time, and we've seen this upwards trajectory that's been happening in the past few years with you guys. You are growing into that higher level where, you're gonna be greeted at the airport. You're gonna be called to do tours in more regions that you didn't expect, where people know the songs and everything. So I'm sure that's a lot of work and really heavy, but I hope you can enjoy all the positive that brings.
If it's anything like what we experienced last month, it will be worth it 1,000 times over. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Dylan was like, "We're coming back here, right?" We're like, "Yeah, we have to." Are you kidding? Yeah.
I'll be there if you come back for sure.
Right on.
Every single time. Do you have, I want to ask you people generally, like, we don't know, but do you have anything to promote, any plans that you might have, something to look out for in the future from Seven Spires?
Yeah, I mean, we are working on a new album. I can't give you very much information because
that's fine.
Secrets, but I for sure can say we're playing at Sweden Rock next month. We're playing Mad with Power next month in the US.
Yes.
We're playing Prog Power in September, and we're going on tour in Europe with Xandria. In the fall. Also playing a festival in Spain, and we have a few shows with Roy as well included in those dates. So the fun continues.
Nice.
And
busy year continues.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, people, get your tickets. I think there's still tickets for Mad with Power. I'm not sure. I know the VIP is sold out, and there's definitely tickets for Prog Power. So go check it out. It's always worth it if you are in the US.
Sure.
And Adrian, thanks a lot for coming and telling us your delightful stories and everything. I'm going to ask you one thing that we ask of all our guests. Would you tell our dear audience to stay powerful? Sign us out.
Yes. Dear friends, stay powerful. It's like a very that was super dorky. Stay powerful.
That's the way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Thanks a lot, Adrian. Thank you. And stay powerful, everyone.
Yes. Thank you both.